Hello and hi, my name is Nurul Akila. So today I'm going to present about Igss Master version 16, but we'll follow to this module. So the project checklist that I'm going to do today, we will divide it to two phases. Okay, the first one is for the setting up and pre-configuring. So all of this. So the next one is the building the project. We have to do until we create a report. Okay, first thing first, we have to create a new project. Create new project. Just follow this one. Okay, to create new project. Okay, the name, we specify the name. Okay, we specify the name. Then, so we choose this one, single user. Okay, this is for the name for the station. We put Igss station 1, and for the new driver. For the driver, we will scroll until we found this one. Then we click OK, and new interface, network, and new node. Okay, after all of this time, we click finish. Okay, now we have created a new project. To define Igss station type, okay, first we click here and choose this one, single user, and Igss station 1, and then we move to configuration tab. So here is the project file, and now we change the log to percent, and then 10%. Okay, after that we'll move to data collection tab. So this one we click run simulated, and start with extended login. So this one I will be referring to the V10 manual. So I modify the data collection parameters according to this one, as well as the others. I'm following this version 10 manual. Okay, after data collection, we'll move to alarm. So here we'll click this. Move to access control tab, and this one also I'm referring to manual. So the TCP and IP port is this one, and after that we'll move to supervise a language. For this version, it's quite detailed compared to version 10, which is more direct. Okay, this is for the supervise and language. So here we move to report. So reports, alarm printer, we click none. Log printer also we click none, and then on the line we just type this one, and line input Igss32. Okay, this one. Okay, now we have done all the parameters for the stations, and now we'll move to define the driver. First, we will have to do is we click at the Igss station. Now we click and we add a new driver. Okay, so here we'll scroll until we'll find Okay, so we scroll until we found this one and we click OK. So the new driver will be added here. So for this one, okay, so not so this one. So now we have like a new node. Okay, now we'll move to this node for this one. So we adjust this according to the manual. This one, and for this tree shows all the component in the driver profile. We can expand like this. We can expand and collapse by using the plus minus sign. Yeah. Okay, now all the system configuration we have done. Next, we will move to do some drawings. Okay, before that, we have to close this one. Yes. Yes, first we will click under the design and setup tab, and we'll go to definitions. We can use all of these line and symbol to do the drawings. All the words here we will do after this. So now you can only referring to this drawing. You can use all of this function. You make your own drawings. The symbol, we will go to edit and symbol editor. So here we can do our own symbol. We scroll this until we find a no name tab, and so here we can draw any symbol that we want. Okay, so it will create a new symbol. And then we can close this one. Okay, now all the setting up and pre-configuring we have done. We have created a new project. We have defined the station type, set up the station parameters and driver parameters, make a drawing, and plan alarm tags, and we already draw the new symbol. Okay, now we will move to second one, which is the one that we need to do to complete the project. Okay, first we will define the measurement unit. We can go to edit, create the measurement unit. So here we can add a new, let's say we want to add the unit for meter, and then we click OK. And so the new unit will appear here after we done all the unit that we need in our project. And we can click close. Next, we will create a diagram. Okay, to create this diagram, okay, first we diagram and then we create. So here we name our diagram, which now I will put like overview. And then we can choose the colors of the background. Let's say we put blue, and then we click OK. So this one is the background for our diagram. Now you can draw here anything that you want. Yes. So in the background we can draw anything. Like this one. So we can change the thickness of this one. And we can change accordingly. Okay. So the line width will be changed. After we finish all the drawings, now we can plan for the alarm tags. So we will go to edit and can find the alarm tags here. And here can edit the one that already have. You can edit, so you can change what you want here. Blink, unblink, no sound, obey, then you click OK. If you want to add new, you can just add new. You can write anything that you want. Say for example, okay, now we can just click OK. So the new alarm text will be found here. Just close. Okay, now we will move to scaling object. We click the object and object type. We can find here scale. So for the scale, we create this one. We can put the name, this variant to cell name, and then we create. Okay, now we go to scaling specifications here. We put for 212 and the real value here. We put then we click OK. So okay, now we'll define the digital template. Okay, for that we go to template and then we create a new. So this one we name as so click valve and then we click OK. So it will appear like this. So this one we can change the symbol here as I for interlock bit. And for this one we'll put negative here. Okay, description we put the state of. Okay, for this one we put this. We're just following the manual. Okay, first we'll go to atom command. So first it will appear before we set up all the one that I showed before. So for this one, can state and command. Okay, for this one, for the -0, we can type close. We add state. The -1 we can type open. We can add state. Okay, so it will change to close and open. And the next one will also change. For the 0, we put close and we add command. For the next one we put open and then we add command. Okay, next we'll move to configuration. For the close, we will take only add open and close. So the default command will be, you can choose this one, will be open. We have to repeat for the open one also, open, and click this one open, and the default will be open. Okay, so for the data management, the scan interval we change to 2000, and the base interval we put to 10. So this one we can, the data reduction we take change. And now we'll move to edit mapping. We go to edit mapping. Okay, for here, for the mapping, for the command, we'll choose this station. The data block number we put 22, and the IO mode, make sure it is out. For the state, we change this one. For the data block number, it will be 23. This one I'm referring to the manual. I'm referring to this manual. For the command, it will be select out for command and in for state. So alarm, blah blah, and this one I choose this one. Okay, this one. The symbol definition here, can choose the color, any color that we want, green, so it will change to green. This one, yellow first for close, and for open, so this one we put open, we put green, so open and close yellow, open for green. You can symbol, we can click any style that we want for the symbol, at the blink or not blinking, and we click OK. Now the digital template is complete. Okay, now we move to the next step, which is to define the two valve. So the next step is to define the two valve. Okay, this one. Okay, first we'll go to object and object type. Reference, so in the global. Okay, so we want to define the two valve. We click in the digital, so we can put this one. Okay, now we put like the V1. So here I already do the setting up for the V1. So now like just rename it to, we create a new one because we cannot have like the same name. We want to create a V1 and V2, but here for example I will just put another name to V1. So I put a V3 and then we can create new reference. So in the edit mapping for the V1 just now, we will edit according to this one. So in the edit mapping, we just command, we use a driver, the node 0. IO mode and change to in state. We choose this one, state. So the same driver, the data block will be 23, and the IO mode will be out. Now move to symbol definition. So here you can go close, no blink. Can change. So this one for close, and then we click OK. So here is, you can repeat like the same thing for the V2. So this one we can drag where we want to put. So here V1 close. You can repeat the same for the V2. Check browser, global to digital. Then so here we put V2. Yeah. So here we can repeat like the same step like we do in the first V1. So after that we can click OK. So now V2 appear here. We can change, can drag. V1 and V2 already settled. Now we'll move to another thing, analog. We go to edit, jet browser, global. We can choose analog here. So we add, now we'll want to do the flow, the flow into tank here. So the name we put F017, F0147, and the description we put flow into tank, and then we can click create. After we click create and we go to analog, so here we put the name and the flow into the tank, the description, and the maximum we put 100, and this one we adjust according to the manual actually. So here is the manual given, so I follow exactly in the manual. And after analog, now we'll go to data management definition, all the tabs here, we'll go and we'll reset according to this one. So data management, this one we scan interval, we put to this one, then the display visible. Item mapping. So item mapping for the actual value, we choose this station, and the data block is here 20, and the IO mode is in. For the set point, we will change the data block to 18 and the IO mode both in, but the rest we will all, because the PLC are already in this PC, so this one we have to ensure that we put for the high alarm, high limit, other than these two, we put local. And for the high alarm, we can put the alarm details here. So we can choose this alarm detail for high alarm 102. This one I already do. We can do new one. We can change the alarm text what we want. Click OK. After we put high alarm, then we click OK to the no alarm. But for this one, we can okay. Now we repeat the same one for the high limit. We choose alarm high limit, low limit, and low alarm. We flow into tanks, then we click OK. So here is the flow. You can put any. After we click OK, and the symbol, all the words here will appear for this one. Water level in tank. So here, now we'll move to this one. So first thing first, also we to edit object. So we set this by the manual. This one, we only click data management. So the one that appear, only this one. You can click this high limit and low limit. will appear here. Okay, this one we can the unit, but for the water level we use L for liter, and then for the bar properties we can choose the water in our diagram. So here, okay, after we set, we can choose the color. Now the show value, choose bar. Then this one, and then we click OK. So here the water level change. If we want to go to bar, actually first we can go here, data visualization, we can go bar. Here, and then now the bar properties appear here. And then click OK. So it will like this. Since we already have, so I'll delete this one. Okay. Now we want to create the table object. We go to go to edit, object browser. You can always find it here. For the table, we'll go to this one. Okay, so here we found table, and then we want to create table. So we name T01. This one actually don't have yet, but I already preset before this, so we can type this one, and then we click create. Okay, after we click create, it will found like this. So here we just put the name T1 and T4, and the value it will be 5, 7, 11, and 17. The unit will change to degrees Celsius. And the maximum value will be 100. And we have to make sure it will be fixed table. So in the data management tab, we set the scan interval to none, logging also none, and base interval 10. Again, the data rejection will put to minimum and maximum. And the transfer to history is reduced value. The scale we put is we choose Fahrenheit to cell. Okay, for the display tab, we'll choose this one, the mapping. For the table, we choose this one, data block number 20, and for the I/O mode, we have to make sure it on the I/O. Definition, we can choose the symbol that we want. Okay, after we done all of that, and we can click OK. So the table will here. So you can position this and this accordingly. Like we want to put wherever we want. Suit to this. See, put here. Okay, now we're already done with the table here. So now I will move the external type. Have to make sure this one. Now we'll move to define the counter object. Also, like the same as before, we can go. Then go here, object type. So here the name can rename this one, and then we click create. Since I already preset, so I just click here. So this one, change the name, this one, the unit is L of H, current count, we set all the values based on the manual given. For the data management, the scan interval we set to none, login also none, base interval 10. So the data reduction we put maximum, and transport history reduce value. For the display is how we want to display our text. And the item for the command station. So external type is this one, FP16S. So the IO mode is out for the command, and for the count, okay, the data block is 22. For the limit, we change this to local. The present, we change according for the preset, this one. So this one I refer only to this. So this. So in the manual, it will tell us what is the data block number that we should to edit. And after we done all of that, and we can click OK. Click OK. So this one will count to 10. So I already this one. Or if the symbol doesn't appear, so we click here and at the display you can change the symbol. This one, we have to make sure we put the unit. Click OK. So here doesn't appear the unit, so go to here, click unit and click OK. So the unit will appear here. So this one I put here. So I don't want this, so I just delete this one. Can delete. Click here. Okay. So this. So we already do this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and only left with this one. So to do this infraction, we'll go to object and we go to visual object type and we go to string. So in the string, we put the name message. We want to include the message in our project. So we put the name, we put message, and put value in it, and then we click on the create. Since I already done, so I just click here. So here, so in here, put message. This is the message that we want to be appeared on our drawings. No filling, just type. Just put exclamation mark here. So the maximum length we can change, like so here we put like 70. The data management, the scan interval we change to 2000. Login none. So this one. So this one is on how we want to display symbol definition. Okay, let's just change to we can find okay water lah. We can okay. So the color we can change. Pink. For the text, so make sure this one, this the same station, data block number 21. So the IO mode is on the IO. And then we click OK. So this one appear here. Now filling more water into the basin. We can put here. Since I already have that, I can just to the basin. Okay, now we already done this. All of this we already done together. The project is now complete. Okay, so we can click to file, and we have to make sure we save all our project. Click save. Okay, we select format and set initial display. So if we already set this one, so when we click the supervise, it will appear this project. Okay, this project is now complete, and now we want to create a graph. We go to graph and then we create graph. Create graph, and then this one we put the name of our graph, G0147. The minimize, maximize, click. The description we can put flow and level in tank 0147. Chart option, and after that we click OK. So in here the signal can add the hour graph. So here, so we just double click the counter and it will appear here. So this one we can change the color to, okay, let's say we put red. Okay, red. Okay, then click OK. So this one. So the graph will appear here. So our graph is now complete. Our graph, we come almost to the end of our project. Okay, now we already done the graph part. Graph we already done. Okay, now to install the project, I can go to file, this one, and it will configure a project. If the installation is successful, a message with only one will appear if there is any error, and then the troubleshooter program will appear automatically. Now we go to file, and then we, on our keyboard, we push the shift button and then we click check here, and all the installation option will pop up, and we just click, and then we click, or yeah, if we want to enable this one, and then we should click skip this dialog, and then we click OK. So the installation completed with no errors. So yes, and what will so my project don't have any error. If, like, let's say if there is any error, and then the troubleshooter will pop up, Okay, lastly, we'll create the report format. So we click edit and we go to report format. So we create a new format name. since I already create the demo rep, just use this one, then create the demo rep, and putting heading in the heading text. So this one I will refer to this. You can just follow the manual. Okay, we already create the report. Okay, format name we put demo rep and to check as a default. So here, so in the report heading, we create this one, flow label, miscellaneous, and valve. We create under the report heading. So we create this one, flow and label, and then we click OK. So after we click OK, and it will appear here. So we will just repeat the step for miscellaneous and valve. So we click OK, and then it will appear here. After that, we click flow and label, and we choose the chosen object. So we put browse. So in the flow and label flow, you can just drag this. You can drag these three, and this three we can just drag and put here. So this one here. So click close, and then we repeat the same for miscellaneous. This one browse. This one C and T. T1 I already drag, and now I will example for the T2. Just drag here. It will be here. So close, and then we repeat the same for the valve, browse, for the V1 and V2. So we can just drag and drop here. So we put close. All this one, the chosen object, I'm referring to this manual here. Okay, this one for the flow and level. This goes to this reporting. Miscellaneous, this one, valve, this one. And after that, we click close and return to the report format dialog box. Then we click OK. Okay. My presentation is done. So I hope you understand, and you can find this manual on the internet also. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.